I'm Luana from eQuilter, and I'm here at the 2013 Quilt Festival in Houston with Caryl Bryer Fallert Gentry. And you are having a 30-piece, not really a retrospective, but you're having a 30-piece exhibit, and I wonder if you could tell us about this exhibit.
Sure. The exhibit is called 30 Quilts for 30 Years because I realized a couple of years ago that I had made my very first art quilt in 1983, and 2013 would be the 30th anniversary. So in celebration of that, I've made 30 brand new quilts, each of which is 30 by 30 inches. And so this is my 30th anniversary exhibit.
But not one quilt per year.
Not one quilt per year.
Mm-hmm.
These are all brand new quilts to celebrate 30 years of making quilts as fine art.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about how you got started and what led to this point in your career.
Well, I have always been an artist, and in late 1982, I discovered the whole world of making fine art in fabric, art quilting. And I made my very first art quilt, Red Poppies, in 1983, which is now in the collection of the National Quilt Museum. So my career just evolved. I mean, I never really set out to be a business person or a national teacher. I just wanted to make beautiful art in fabric. And I've had this wonderful 30-year career. And this is, at this moment, the culmination of my 30 years. I'm kind of revisiting some older themes. One of the quilts is kind of a smaller version of Corona 2, which is probably my best-known quilt of all time. Not that it was necessarily my best quilt of all time, but my most famous because it was the first one at the American Quilter Society show to win Best of Show, and it was machine quilted. This was back in 1989.
Back in the old days.
Right. So, but I'm doing a lot of new themes as well as visiting some old themes in the 30 quilts.
Great. Well, personally, you've had a lot of changes recently.
Well, I absolutely have. 8 years ago, I moved to Paducah, Kentucky, and built a fabulous 8,000 square foot studio and home there, and had classes there, and really had a wonderful life there, except that shortly after we moved, my first husband died. So I was having a very good life on my own. And then 2 years ago, I met a wonderful, fabulous, brilliant scientist and fell madly in love, and he lived in Port Townsend, Washington. So we've been going back and forth between Paducah and Washington the last few years, and we just bought a new house and studio in Port Townsend. So very shortly we'll be living full-time in Port Townsend, and I'll be putting my studio in Paducah on the market.
So if anybody wants to buy a beautiful studio.
3 blocks from the National Quilt Museum.
Amazing. That's great. Well, congratulations. This is really an honor for you, and I'm so happy for you.
Thanks so much, Luana.
Thanks for letting us talk to you.
My pleasure.